You know that you can make good money in cryptocurrency, but are you staying out of the market because you just don't feel like dealing with the risks? Imagine a programmable trading robot which can not only trade cryptocurrency, but can objectively assess all the risks and threats and bring real profit. Imagine that this robot can educate itself thanks to neural networks and trade legally by accessing the APIs of big crypto exchanges. Can you imagine it now? The INEUROBRAIN team has created such a robot. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it trades on hundreds of accounts and brings profit to all members of the crypto community. You can easily withdraw profits every day without worrying about exchange rates. INEUROBRAIN is a unique blockchain platform which is created for those who want to invest but don't know how to enter the market or are afraid to lose their money. The INEUROBRAIN strategy offers affordable products for short-term and long-term investments. Liquid asset trading, arbitrage, scalping, daily and swing trades, while analyzing numerous sources such as Twitter, news sites, and private signals, combined with self-educating neural networks, ensure average profitability of 1% from the sum of trades. Thanks to this robot, the INEUROBRAIN company has created the opportunity to build the world's first blockchain state, where each participant can learn on a high-technology platform how to create their own team. You know that you can make good money in cryptocurrency, but are you staying out of the market because you just don't feel
Okay. Hello everyone. Here as you just have seen the English promo that I promised you last week. Just to remind those participants who came and who speak in Russian and may not be able to understand what is happening. I just remind that to my partners or to the partners of iNeuro, to potential partners, that Wednesday 7 p.m. Moscow time, we are having in this webinar room the presentation about the company that is in English. So you can invite your friends, partners to come and get introduced to the concept of INEUROBRAIN company, better to say than community. Let's get it started. Today in the presentation there will be a couple new things that we haven't seen before, which I'm excited to tell you about. So my name is Olga Kaloshina and I am English speaker for INEUROBRAIN project. Here is what we have for today. We are talking about iNeuro project. Definitely, I can tell that I am quite excited about it. I've been with the project since July, and since then I am making quite smart money, because how the promo video is saying, this kind of industry is very revolutionary and very advanced one, and not every person would like to risk the funds and whatever they are doing. They really want to be sure that the money they invest are safe. Talking about investments, But at the same time, everybody knows now that nowadays that cryptocurrency investments are bringing the highest profits, and it happens in a short amount of time due to new technologies that are used in this industry. Many people are simply scared to invest money because they do not understand how blockchain works. They don't know what it is. Some people generally don't take cryptocurrency for money, but they are. And just like some years ago, nobody could believe that there will be, that there will be TV. Some years ago, when somebody couldn't believe that there would be, car running around, then some years ago nobody could even hardly believe that there will be cell phone that where you can get information easily out of the internet. Then some years ago people couldn't believe that there will be internet, without which our life is now simply unmanageable. So we have been through all sorts of technological revolutions, through three of them, and now we are dealing with revolution number 4. We have internet and neural networks, thanking to which actually we are having cryptocurrency and blockchain as it is. So there are several things that we have to know about the crypto economics, because just there is economics, there is crypto economics, which is has several main points to remember. First of all, as I mentioned before, blockchain is not just illusion. It is an advanced financial instrument that people are successfully using. Some use it successfully, some unsuccessfully, some with changeable success. The cryptocurrency is different from the fiat money. How it is different? That it is totally digital, and it is totally the transactions that are happening on the blockchain with cryptocurrencies are totally transparent, and they are hard to hide, but at the same time they are very anonymous, because people cannot know how much money and where you send. The third thing to remember is the volatility of cryptocurrency market. The example of this volatility you could have observed in the year of 2017, when Bitcoin grew up from $2,500 all the way to 20 almost, and with the same speed pretty much it dropped down, luckily not back to 2,500, but it did drop. And nowadays the volatility of Bitcoin is still, Bitcoin and other main coins is very high, as well. The same as with all altcoins as well. We have to remember also about the liquidity of cryptocurrency market and the potential. And the potential is huge, and that's why we are here today to discuss the concept of INEUROBRAIN. Let's continue. And here I wanna tell you something that has to kind of assure that the company that's actually this is like the new information that we can successfully now share with our partners, that here you can see the official company registration data. First of all, first certificate talks about the INEUROBRAIN Incorporated as Forex crypto broker company that is actually registered in Vincent and the Grenadines. They were planning in a slightly different country, but here the climate for cryptocurrency and generally the blockchain industry is very warm. And the company and the community of INEUROBRAIN really want to stay legitimate and honest in front of law. So the company is this company is directly engaged in trading and is the owner of unique trading developments about which you have briefly heard from the promo that had been shown before the presentation. Then there is Dynatronics. The company is the author of idea and developer of the neurorobot. Country of registration is Belize. And at the moment, right now, the European company Crypto Exchange received the two types of licenses. The first will allow to keep the client crypto assets, and the second will allow you to carry out the official operations of exchanging cryptocurrency and the fiat money as well. So the licenses that they will receive, they will give the following opportunities. They will allow to open accounts in European banks, activate card acceptance, and make payments to partners from your current account. It will allow to undergo annual audit on international standards, and it will allow to build an investment attractive business for all our partners in INEURO. So as you can see, the intentions of the company is to be transparent and to build the long-term relationship with the partners. So this is good stuff, good news that we received just recently. So how the company is following the law, by which criteria does it go? You can see in the next slide. It actually helps a lot to see again the transparency, like legal reliability and security, protection from interference by states and financial affairs of the client, freedom of contract, which allows to implement an individual approach and satisfy every request of each specific client, anonymity and confidentiality of property relations, including for tax authorities. There is no need to obtain any permits and documents for financial activities. Full freedom of the client when making deals, regardless of their type, quantity, and choice of counterparty, etc. So this is like a kind of addition to the registration data. So what kind of business we can do, you can do with INEUROBRAIN community briefly. It is giving you access to automated trading services. It gives you interaction with bond fund counterparties, effective asset management, financial online learning, partnership programs, access to billing and payment services. This is what I just briefly was talking about when I said about exchanger, and definitely product support. So this all we will be talking about soon. So here is the trading robot, which is one of the latest INEUROBRAIN developments, and this is what our company is using to actually get profitable trade, which is safe for the company and the client. Details of which you probably can see from like online webinars of our technical specialists. I'm not technician, so I don't think I will I will stop here that much. But this information is also partially available. One of the things also is actually to probably let the people give people the opportunity to use this robot. These were the plans. So here is the a complex of services that you can get using the INEUROBRAIN website, and by joining the INEUROBRAIN community. So the profit on the products is calculated all in NBO units, and it happens every 24 hours. This is one of the projects which is fair enough to give you profit on a daily basis, and they actually keep the promise. They actually do that. And the NBO, like talking about the volatility of cryptocurrency that I just mentioned a few minutes ago, definitely it is quite stressful to check the rate of Bitcoin every night and day when you kind of have your savings in Bitcoins, especially in the last year. Well, actually even last year, I believe there were some sleepless nights for cryptocurrency investors. So the all this NBO and NBC inside units of the company, they are equal to 1 USD. So basically whatever you can see in this table, they are, all these amounts are equal to $1. So the only time when you overlap with crypto, like this project basically is not in crypto, not for investors. That what makes it quite stable, and you overlap with crypto only at the moment when you input money into the system and output money from the system. This very fast can be, cryptocurrency very fast can be sold through exchanges and stabilized in any currency that is preferable for you. There are 3 groups of projects, but basically 6 packages that I will briefly tell about today. The first, why there are 3 groups? Because another thing that I personally like very much about this, that the period of time for which you invest the money is very short. It starts from 64 days, and the maximum amount of time for these packages is only 256 days. 64 days is 2 months, and 256 days is around 8.5 months. So you basically go for 2 packages that are very small, for $64 and for $256, and average profit is shown in the column of average profit. So for $64 you will get $20 profit. This is basically just a trial package to see how the profit really comes out, and how it is calculated daily for you. how you can take it out, and there are options to reinvest. That's why the last column in the table gives you the description in the NBO in a year, because the same amount you can reinvest several times. So the next package is Hockey, and it is for $256 with giving again for $256, and it is for 64 days again. You get $1.36 again, just for checking how it really works. This amount is quite reasonable to check if this works for you. The most interesting group for many people is probably the most popular packages is for $1,024 and $4,096, and they are for 128 days, which is around 4 months, as I mentioned. And they are given accordingly, 776 and $3,275 per month, with daily profit for the package of 4,000 around $25. Basically, per month from this package you will be having, with daily ability to withdraw your profit, you will have around $750 per month of just passive income if you are just invest and just simply take out profit every day. They do honestly, the company honestly pays it. In one of my next presentations I will show you the withdraw profit. My package is right now 16,384, and that really works. So the as I said, the cost of NBC and NBO units is $1, and the list of services is supplemented. You personally participate in the development and implementation of the new services. You will receive an additional partner interest if you are a product holder. So there is an instant rewarding system for repurchasing services on the site. So let's say you can see that they depending on the amount, you can see how the percentage of bonus is growing from 1 to 8. So if you reinvest $500, you will get 3. You will get already you will receive NBC of 527. If you reinvest $248, you will get 2,129. Basically, directly you are making the profit by reinvestment of your package. So approximately like this. Let's continue. That's last but not least. The next line of product is dream products. Between colleagues we usually call it dream fund, and there are 3 products in this line which are quite exciting but require some patience, because these actually work more like longer term deposits. I will explain in the next slide the number of days. But so there are the names of the project: Dream Travel, Dream Car, and Dream House. How they work? First of all, again, accrual of profit on the product occurs every 24 hours. Nothing changes there. And the amount of time for which you can put the open the deposit is for 164 days, 264, 364 for dream travel, and there are only 2 period of time given for dream car, which is 264 and 364 days. Again, 264 is around 9 months. 364 is 1 year without 1 day. So the difference from the previous packages that we have just been talking about is only in that you do not take out the profit. You can see it, but you cannot withdraw it. Meaning to say, you can withdraw it, but that will mean that the deposit will be terminated. Now, what does it mean? Like, it is very similar, in my understanding, it's very similar to the bank deposit. It's like you are getting the deposit in 100% of the nominal value. Whatever you invested, you will get back. At the same time, the profit received on the product will be paid with a commission of 64%. And the application for early termination of the product must be sent 14 days before withdrawal of the funds, because this is like long-term investment, and the company needs early warning that you want to stop this investment on your side. Other than that, it is still withdrawable, but some profit you will lose, some you will gain. Then also one more good thing about this deposit actually, that the percentage here is much higher than in the packages that we have been talking about. For example, if you put the deposit for 264 days, you get 0.96% per day. So if, for example, you put 4,096 NBC for, let's say, 364 days, in 1 year, the amount that you will get out will be around 20K, which allows to really buy and you are not limited by the amount. We start from 4,000, but if you put really 4,096 in 364 days, you will get the amount of 20K, which will allow you to get quite decent of a car. Dream house, let's say if you put for 1 year, if you do put 10,000, in 1 year you will get around 50K, which also allows to maybe build the house the way you want it, and maybe buy the apartment. Dream house is not like limiting us to buy only a house. We can also buy the apartment in the city that we want. It is not limited by the company. The company will actually require some reports to make sure that the investment had been done for a certain purpose and had been used for a certain purpose. Okay. Next thing, charges for additional funds contributed to the product are produced by the condition of the product on the day of application. This is another thing to mention. Not highly important, but good to know. So now the company is definitely working as a multi-level marketing model, and that would be a smart approach, because it helps to use advertising budget very carefully. It works stably in all kinds of times, and especially in times of instability, and definitely it takes out all kinds of borders that we may have that are connected with visas, passports, whatever, because we may have, especially because of crypto and crypto is erasing most of the borders, and because same way it is with MLM, because you can go anywhere and you can develop the project in any territory, just like I am right now developing it in southern India, southern Asia in India. So this is the marketing plan of the company, where they are, let's say, offering very competitive, very caring kind of bonus system with 12 levels of partner levels, and with approach that allows us to care about who is on level 12 under us. Let's say for those who doesn't only want to be an investor but also wants to tell about the product to other people and develop your structure, whoever has team already, because many of projects in the industry are being developed using the approach of sharing information and basically multi-level. So the one of the exciting things that are keeping people like a kind of for loyalty and everything, the company is offering gift packages for those who have made certain amount of sales volume. Whenever your sales volume definitely in two branches, becomes 4,096, you start to get the bonus packages starting from $64, and as you can see, you can get maximum 2 packages. They are gift packages, and what is the difference between gift package and just a package is it does not have any limitation of time. It doesn't have the 64, 128, it doesn't have this 256 days. It is just a package that from which you will get daily profit, and from which is unlimited by time. So basically it becomes your salary from the company for your loyalty and for your smart work. That's very exciting. And there are, let's say, if the gift package is $1,000, you will get around $200 per month of passive income just from the company for your good sales volume. Same for 4,000. There is a two gift packages for $16,000. So that's pretty cool. And definitely you are getting percentages for people, for when people are added up to your structure, when people are registered, when people are investing under your recommendation and with your help. There is also multi-level referral program, and the biggest thing that it is working here, briefly I will tell that it is working on compression level, that as I said from before, doesn't matter how much you which level the person is under you, you are still getting the percentage. That actually helps you to develop the structure and help people who are under you, no matter which level they have joined, because everybody benefits from that on every level. So how here is briefly I want to show how the company is financially securing the platform participants, because we have just mentioned the volatility of crypto, the year of Bitcoin this year, Ethereum are really suffering. By the way, the important thing to say that for incoming and outgoing transactions, the platform is using two main currencies, which is BTC and Ethereum. How the company distributes the financial flows of the funds. So 40% goes to trading in liquid assets, BTC, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, USD, USDT. The 22% goes to arbitrage, scalping, day and midterm bidding. The 18% goes to long-term participation in prospective ICO projects. 15% goes to payment of marketing. As you could see in the table, the maximum percentage paid is 15%. That's why the maximum is here. 15% of marketing for the rendered advertising services. 3% goes to office support and company overheads, and 2% goes for fund for development, support, and launch of new products. So the basically the here also to mention where INEUROBRAIN is installed. And INEUROBRAIN is installed on the cryptocurrency exchanges that you can see here. It is Binance, Bitfinex, Bitsmap, Kraken, HitBTC, BitHub, Gemini, Polynex, Bitrex, Lifecoin, GDEX, Upbit, Huobi, BTCC, OKEX. So here are this is where trading is actually happening. So luckily it's not only one exchange, because that would be quite risky. So the deposit and withdrawal of funds is actually planned to be also supported by the card, like the company, as I told you in the beginning, the next registration that the company will make actually will allow it to make the card possible. And here one of the last things probably I will tell you is the roadmap of the global community for the 2018. So here is the development plan that we can see. Online translation of NeuroRobot work, news portal of iNeuro News, promotion of Turkey iNeuro promo, about which actually I will tell you in next couple of minutes, which is quite exciting thing that is happening there as well. Announcing of the company new products and partners, registration of a group of companies, which is partially done but still in the process. Launching of cryptocurrency platform iNeuro Exchange, also in the process as far as I know. Actually you can always sign up in Telegram to the iNeuro News, where the company very openly tells about the process of works and inviting the community to participate. Then the launch of the mobile application of the company, smart contract, promotion of the Lina iNeuro promo, launching the robot trading product by the AI. This is what I was mentioning before. P2P partner financing, listing of tokens INB and BC and BO on the stock market. And next year they will have to update the plan and bring us some good new stuff. So here is what I said about the promotion of the global blockchain community. So what will happen? It will be the cruise. The route of the cruise you can see It is Barcelona, Naples, Rome, Livorno, Nizza, Sete, and Barcelona. And the time of the period of this beautiful travel is 8 days, 7 nights from October 29 to November 5. So the what will happen that on October 30th, the on board of the liner, the second Euro Community Conference will happen. The first one was in April in Turkey, and they will be report there for the 6 months of work, announce new products which are now actively working in terms of developers, and there will be the plan that will be presented for community development and legal registration of the company. The conference participants will receive a certified package of documents. To participate in the conference, it is necessary to fulfill the following promotion conditions. The volume of personal sales must be around 65,000, and that will give you accommodation for one person in a cabin with a category GTFA. Then the volume of personal sales 32,700 will give you accommodation for one person in a cabin with a window of a category A and C. There is the definitely like bonus packages in the personal offset for the promotion does not fail. Bonus packages of your list of the junior partners previously received amounts will be deducted. So this then there are then you can see what categories of cabins are in the cruiser. That we know also that there will be 300 seats that are booked, and definitely you can still try to get on the cruise if you don't have the volume of sales that you are trying to make. Then you can do the pay $900 for the cruise. But in addition to the cruise, what you will have to pay by yourself is the flight to Barcelona and back, insurance for travelers abroad, registration of Schengen visa, and accommodation in the Hotel Barcelona. These things will be additionally paid. The rest is paid for the company. They will be paid breakfast, port collection, lunch, midday tea, dinner, and all kind of entertainment. So to fulfill the terms of promotion until September 30th, and the cost of redemption returns to your NBO account actually. The program is organized by a member of INEUROBRAIN community. Really cool stuff. So if you do have a structure and if you get inspired, join and really inspire your partners, then you still have time, which is becoming very short actually, I can tell. So, but this is the good news, and there is a more detailed presentation given by my partners in YouTube channel. You can find it's called like promotion, so you can watch there, but 95% of it is unfortunately in Russian. So that's it for today, guys, and I will see you next Wednesday as usual. Please take care. Bye.